Here's today's In Touch devotion.
Today's scripture reading is Matthew chapter 18, verses 15 through 22. Jesus is speaking. Now if your brother sins, go and show him his fault in private. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. But if he does not listen to you, take one or two more with you, so that on the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses, every matter may be confirmed. And if he refuses to listen to them, tell it to the church. And if he refuses to listen even to the church, he is to be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Truly I say to you, whatever you bind on earth shall have been bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall have been loosed in heaven. Again I say to you, that if 2 of you agree on earth about anything that they may ask, it shall be done for them by my Father who is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 have gathered together in my name, I am there in their midst. Then Peter came up and said to him, Lord, how many times shall my brother sin against me, and I still forgive him? Up to 7 times? Jesus said to him, I do not say to you up to 7 times, but up to 77 times.
Some people say the most difficult part of any job is not the task itself or the challenge involved, but getting along with coworkers. Are you surprised? Getting along with other humans is where things likely fall apart. So after Jesus drives home God's intention that not even one of his little ones should perish, the immediate takeaway he gives the disciples is conflict management advice. Jesus says those of us who are believers are to point out transgressions privately to a brother or sister in sin. Few of us love confrontation, whether we're on the giving or receiving end. But if we find the courage to address this kind of situation correctly, we may save a relationship. Of course, confrontation often goes sideways. As Jesus unpacks this possibility, Peter asks how many times he must forgive his brother, even 7 times? That small number represents a large amount of pain to the disciple. But Jesus doesn't hesitate. He replied, but up to 70 times 7, as stated in many Bible versions. In Jesus' culture, the symbolic 70 times 7 didn't equal 490. It equaled infinity. In other words, forgiveness is something Christ followers are to always practice. Salvation is instantaneous, but discipleship is a lifelong journey. We will need each other's encouragement and the grace and mercy of God as we learn to forgive the way Jesus taught us.